Good evening, everybody. This is Davey Jones, and we're back at Coach's Corner West on WQEL Facebook. And our show is brought to you in part by Doug Luthold and the Associates at Advanced Fiber Technology, Coach Tim Plumley, Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, Matt Studer, Spitzer, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram, Kia, just a mile east of the Richland Mall, Rob Lust at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion, Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, and Frank Heinlein, everybody at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets from Bucyrus since 1951, and Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe, South Poplar Street at West Warren, Bucyrus. Our privilege to welcome to our microphones Buzz Kocher, who is the JV coach and sits on that bench and does a lot of varsity help as well. And you've been doing this since when? Since 1946 or something.
This is my 39th year.
39th year. Congratulations, coach. That's really
Thank you.
How old is Wynford as a school? 1964, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
So
I started coaching in 82.
82?
Yep.
All right. So got a 1-1 record. We lost to River Valley in the opener 62-48. And I had a little bit of statistical information. You out-rebounded them 32-26, but the turnovers were kind of nasty, and 32 turnovers, and that is not typical Wynford basketball.
You're a little light on that turnover thing, too.
Okay, well.
We had close to 40 turnovers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now, according to the box score I got, it's 32.
Well, Michael, Coach Herbst keeps the stats and everything, so he had us for 40 turnovers.
All right. Were somebody running laps after that?
No, it's first game jitters. How's that?
Okay.
We'll give that excuse and everything, but they had some athletes that could run, and they put pressure on us. The fourth quarter really was disastrous for us, and because we was up 1 going to the third quarter, we played fairly well up to that point, but we just part of it got tired too. We only had 7 kids playing, 8 kids I guess it was rotating playing in, and I think we got a little foul trouble. A couple kids did, and we just got wore out a little bit. Just got a little sloppy there in that fourth quarter.
All right. Free throws, also not Wynford typical. Okay. Evidently, she had something to say.
She missed a couple.
She missed a couple. 8 of 20, 40%. That is not Wynford typical basketball.
Nope, it's not. In our second game against Riverdale, we didn't do foul shots very well either. Just something. It's a mental thing that we just have to focus on and keep working out. We shoot foul shots every day, but just a mental thing and stuff. And River Valley, the first game, they shot I think like 22 out of 25 they were and stuff. So we put them.
There's a difference in the ballgame, right?
Right, it is, and we put them to the foul line too many times, and we got there and just couldn't convert on them and stuff. So.
Second game against Riverdale, you win 63-41. Obviously, we learned some things in between game 1 and game 2. Rebounds 33. The turnovers were, you said you had close to 40. Now, according to the stats I had, the box I had, you had 16, so you pretty much cut it in half.
Yeah, but like I said, Riverdale wasn't athletic and quick as what River Valley was, so we was able to beat their press Louisiana. We got some little shots. Then our press, we made some turnovers, converted them to layups. It was just, Riverdale wasn't as athletic. Yes, we did learn some things from the River Valley game that we corrected and improved on. And so that's what we're working on this week for upper game, because there will be a tough game there.
We'll talk about that a little bit later on. I noticed 3 players in double figures. The young lady next to me, Avery McMillan, with 19 points. Alexis, pronounce her last name?
Stevely.
Sorry. Sprouse just the way it's spelled.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine that.
We just call her Stevely, and I forgot her first name was.
Okay, Stevely, she had 19 points, and Katie Wagner,
Yep.
12 points in the game. So you folks, talking about the total numbers of ball players, you mentioned we had 8 kids rotating, so that's not typical.
Yeah, we only got 13 kids total is all we got, and I've got 1 hurt JVs, there's 1 hurt on varsity. So the first 2 games we're playing with 11 kids.
Okay. And I got to ask you a tough question, Coach. Why? I mean, you guys.
I don't think you don't need to ask me that question, because You need to ask the kids a question. My philosophy is basketball's too tough a sport. It's a long season, and kids just don't like it.
Really?
Yes, that's my reasoning. You can ask the kids what their reasoning are, but that's mine. So,
All right. Because I can remember a time when kids would have given their left arm in order to be on the basketball team in high school.
There was one time I had 18 kids getting a JV game.
In a JV game.
Yeah.
And
So now we can't get that many for a varsity JV.
what are they doing if they're not playing basketball? That kind of scares me.
Volleyball all
Okay.
year round, or
All right.
softball.
Okay, all right.
So-
Okay. At least it's another sport.
They are. Or
Not
indoor
just playing on- not
indoor
just playing on
track.
Fly behind phone.
Yeah, no, indoor track. No, they're doing other sports.
All right.
And everything and stuff. So,
All right. So, where do you guys see yourself in the N10 this year? You have some low numbers you guys have to work with.
honestly, Buckeye Central, they're the lead of the N10. And after that, there's a number of probably 4 schools, I would say, like us, Crawford, Sandusky East, Upper. I think we'll be all battling Mohawk. We're all battling for that, runner up spot, second, third spot, and everything. So, that's kind of our goal. I think, is to, be at the top right there, and hopefully, who knows what happens. Maybe we could, or somebody could beat Buckeye Central, and we'll take a game at a time. But that's kind of our goal. I think is to be the top half, and hopefully, go higher.
All right. We're going to be back in a second. We're going to talk with Avery McMillan, Paige Smith, and Manny Coffman. And that comes up here in just a moment. Our show brought to you in part by Lee Plimal and Brad Seibert at the Plimal Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Gallion. Hannah Newton at Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky. North Central State College, Mansfield, the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus. Vince Ponziani and the Associates at Waycraft Industries. Rod Steiger, Pizza Hut, Bucyrus, Gallion, host of our show since 1992. And the Burkhardt family at Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette U Winchester Road. We're going to go around the table right now here. And up first is Avery McMillan, who had 19 points in the game against Riverdale. So that was a pretty nice effort. Did you learn anything from the first game against River Valley that helped you in the second game against Riverdale that helped you accomplish that 19.9?
I would say offensively, we did better moving the ball, and me personally, I feel like I did better posting up and playing that post spot and making better moves to allow myself for a better shot.
All right. Are you primarily a post player then? Are you?
Yeah.
So you're the one that's kind of planting yourself inside the paint for at least 3 or 4 seconds and trying to get most of your points come from inside the point.
Yes.
All right. So you're not going to go outside and fire 3-point shots.
Not very often.
Not very often. Huh?
If I'm open, I'll take it, but.
All right. But you're primarily a post player.
Yes.
You get some rebounds and all right. Now, I've talked to Coach, and Coach will probably remember this because we've talked about it in the past. I would imagine that your job is a lot of rebounding, both offensively and defensively. Have you ever heard anybody scream from the bench, "Avery, box out"?
Oh yes, all the time.
All the time. That's kind of a learned thing. You have to learn it as well. What grade are you in, Avery?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior, but even as a senior, you have to stop and think about that
Yes.
boxing out stuff. All right. Is there anything you can do to get that a little bit better? Because you really don't like having to hear Coach give you help from the bench, do you?
No, not really.
But you're used to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty used to it.
What are the sports besides basketball?
I play volleyball.
And goals this year for basketball season?
I just hope to become a better leader and communicate, because I kind of struggle with that
Really?
and get a little yelled at for that sometimes.
Right.
And just be strong in the basket and getting rebounds.
How about college next year? Have you thought about that?
I mean, kind
You
of.
going
Kind of.
somewhere? You going
You
somewhere?
haven't
Yeah.
applied anywhere yet? Have you applied?
No.
You haven't applied anywhere. See, that just blows my mind because if you didn't apply, when I was a senior in high school, if you didn't apply by October of your senior year, you weren't going.
Yeah.
That was,
I'm working on it.
You're working on it? All
We're
right.
getting there.
All right. If you had to choose a school right now, what would you choose?
Oh, just a small school like Marion Tech or something.
All right. Are you
Yeah.
majoring in what?
As of now, I want to become a physical therapy assistant.
Okay, very good. Good for you, and I appreciate you stopping by. Next up is Paige Smith. And Paige, what grade are you in?
I'm also a senior.
And what's your role in this basketball team?
I'm a post.
You're posting. You don't look quite as tall as Avery.
I'm not.
So if you're posting up, you're going to have to get a little bit muscular, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
going to push some people around.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the gentle line between pushing people around and not fouling out of the ball game?
I think it's just getting down and getting a wide stance.
All right. So have you had any foul trouble with it this year at all yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet? All right. So what kind of goals do you have for yourself this year?
I think this year, along with Avery, I want to become a better communicator on the court and just a better encourager for my teammates, and to just go up stronger with the ball and shot fake.
All right. Have you had the opportunity to get some points from inside the paint?
No, I only scored off foul shots on the second game.
All right. So you're still looking for those first shots from the floor, then, right? All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you stopping by. We've got Manny Coverman next to you. Manny, what grade are you in?
I'm also a senior.
And what position do you play?
A guard.
Guard. Now, are you shooting guard, or are you
Yeah, a little bit of both.
a little bit of both? A point guard as well. Bring the ball up the floor. What's your favorite shot? You like that three-point shot?
I don't love it.
You don't love this, but
I'll take it.
you'll take it if you get the upper shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of goals do you have for yourself this year?
I mean, I'm not really like a top scorer on the team, obviously, so I'd say my goals are mostly defensive. I usually excel at that more than offense.
All right. And other sports besides basketball?
Volleyball and track.
Volleyball and track. School for next year?
Probably just Marion Tech.
All right. There's nothing wrong with Marion Tech. We're majoring in what?
Physical therapy.
There you go. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank
If you pass that microphone back down, we'll talk to Coach here in just a second. Our show brought to you on WQEL Facebook by Luann Krabs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, and Signs. They are, of course, located on Route 309, right across the street from the Marion Depot. Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center, Mike Kleinite, Ag Credit, Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. The Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. Ted Coder, Monterey Body Shop up in Dutchtown, and Blythe Freely and Todd McDougal, Freely and Company Insurance in New Washington. And let's go back to Coach Kocher, and you talked a little bit about Upper Sandusky early on, and they are the next game coming up this Friday night. It's girls nights on Friday. So talk to me a little bit about Upper Sandusky. They've usually had a pretty good program.
Yeah, they do. They got a good freshman class, so from what we have seen, I guess they play 2 or 3 freshmen start,
Really?
along with some seniors. So they're kind of young. They do have Kurt's girl inside post, who has experience. She's about, I don't know, Avery's height, I guess. So we have to contain her inside. Hopefully maybe put a little pressure on the guards since they're young, and maybe force some turnovers. They do full court press us, so we have to take care of the ball. Do a better job of that.
Keys to success in this ball game.
That's one of the biggest things, take care of the ball. And hopefully we can execute our offenses, outside shots, and make it into our post people, and Avery can get some rebounds and putbacks.
All right. Got a big game that Friday against Upper. Early next week you play Bucyrus. You didn't even know that, huh?
We play Cary Tuesday, then
Really?
Bucyrus.
Somebody told me you had a Bucyrus. So.
That's Friday. That's a week from Friday night.
Okay.
We play Bucyrus.
All right, so you got Cary.
Cary
Talk
got
to me
Cary
a little bit about
first.
Cary. They're usually pretty good too.
Yes, but they're awful young. They graduated 6 seniors last year, and they got a new coach this year. So they're, different style of play they're doing right now, and they're learning. I think same way. They're still do their pressure defense, so hopefully we can handle that. See what happens there.
All right.
We haven't too much on Cary yet.
Coach, I appreciate you stopping by, bringing these young ladies out. We wish you the best of success. Thanks so much for sharing. We'll look forward to seeing the girls basketball program back here in 2 weeks.
All right, thank you, Davey.
Thanks a lot. Coming up next will be Buckeye Central boys basketball. That comes up on WQEL Facebook and happens right after this.